The eighth experiment is to determine percent available chlorine in given bleaching powder sample. The bleaching powder is yellowish white color powder and it is a combination of calcium hypochlorite, basic calcium chloride and calcium hydroxide. Bleaching powder is basically used for the bleaching purpose. Other than bleaching purpose, it is also used to kill the bacteria as it is having germicidal properties. So it is used to kill the bacteria present in the water. Now in this experiment there are two questions. The first one is what is the available chlorine and what is the need to calculate the available chlorine. Available chlorine is the chlorine which is liberated after the reaction of bleaching powder with the mild acids, weak acids. Here this is the active ingredient of the bleaching powder which is calcium hypochlorite CaOCl2. So this will react with dilute acetic acid and this will liberate the calcium. So this will liberate the chlorine. So this liberated chlorine is known as the available chlorine. Now what is the importance of this available chlorine? As all the bleaching or germicidal property of the bleaching powder is dependent on the amount of available chlorine. The more the amount of available chlorine, better is the bleaching powder. So it is necessary to calculate the amount of chlorine present in the bleaching powder to decide how active the bleaching powder is. So to determine the available chlorine in bleaching powder, first the bleaching powder is reacted with the acetic acid, then some amount of chlorine is liberated. After this liberated chlorine reacts with the potassium iodide and equivalent amount of iodine is liberated. So this liberated iodine will be equivalent to the liberated chlorine from the bleaching powder. Now we will determine this liberated iodine by titrating it with sodium thiosulfate solution, which is also known as hyposolution. When hyposolution reacts with iodine, it will form sodium tetrathionate, which is a colorless solution, and the iodine reacts with starch. It will give the blue or violet color complex. So during this titration, we are using freshly prepared starch as an indicator. When iodine is present into the flask, the color of the solution will be blue. But as all the iodine will be consumed by the sodium thiosulfate, it will give a colorless solution at the end point. For the calculation, first we will form the observation table. Like simple titrations, we will put here the sample serial number, then volume of bleaching powder solution. After that, burette reading, initial and final burette reading, and then the volume of hyposolution used. For the calculation, we will use N1V1 is equals to N2V2 formula, from which we will calculate N1, that is the normality of the bleaching powder solution. After calculating the normality of bleaching powder solution, we will calculate the strength of chlorine. Then strength of chlorine, we will get the strength in gram per liter. To convert this gram per liter into the percentage, we will just simply calculate percent of chlorine by putting the gram of chlorine into 100 divided by 1000 into amount of bleaching powder. We will take 1 gram of bleaching powder to prepare the solution, and here this 100 is because we are preparing 100 ml solution. Another 100 as we are going to calculate the percentage of the chlorine. This 1000 because the concentration comes is in the gram per liter. So this liter, that is 1000 ml, is having this much amount of chlorine. So we will put 1000 here, then amount of bleaching powder which is 1 gram we are taking. So now start the experiment. First we will prepare 100 ml solution of bleaching powder. To prepare solution of bleaching powder, we will use mortar and pestle because the bleaching powder floats on the water. So directly we cannot prepare the solution of bleaching powder. First we will make a paste of bleaching powder into the mortar pestle by putting 1 gram bleaching powder and 2 ml of water. Then we will make a paste. After that we will transfer the paste into the volumetric flask. Then we will rinse this mortar pestle again and transfer the liquid into the volumetric flask. After then we will fill the liquid up to the mark 100 ml. So this is 100 ml bleaching powder solution. After that we will take 10 ml of bleaching powder solution into the conical flask. Before taking the bleaching powder solution, we will shake the liquid once again. Then we will pour 10 ml of bleaching powder solution into the conical flask. After that, we will add half test tube of dilute acetic acid into the bleaching powder solution. After adding this half test tube of acetic acid, the chlorine is liberated. Then we will add 2 ml of potassium iodide. After adding 2 ml of potassium iodide, a yellow color appears. This is because the liberation of iodine from the solution. Then we will start titrating it, and we will titrate until a pale yellow color appears. Initial reading is 0, and after pouring some amount of hypo solution, we will get a pale yellow color. This is slight pale yellow color. Then we will add 1 to 2 drops of starch indicator. A blue violet color appears. Then we will again start titration. And after some time you will see that the color is disappeared. So at this point the titration is end, and we will get our end point. The end point is 13.6. So the end point is 13.6. We will repeat this experiment 3 times until get the final reading. We have already done 2 readings. So the final readings are 13.8, 13.6 and 13.6. Initial 0 ml, final 13.8. These are the readings. Volume always be 10 ml, 10 ml and 10 ml. So these are the readings, and now you can easily calculate by taking the final reading 13.6. You will get the percent chlorine present in the bleaching powder sample. So this is all about this experiment. Thank you.